Yo, what is up, guys? LostNUnbound here, and today I'll be bringing you my predictions for who 2K will give the top 10 ratings for in 2K14. First off, LBJ, most dominant player in the league, he's a lock-in for number 1. Number 2, also a lock-in for the second spot, KD would be the sure MVP last year if LeBron wasn't in the league, but LeBron unfortunately was in the league. He is an amazing shooter, 50, 40, 90, a very prestigious club to be a part of. Next, Chris Paul could be a little bit controversial, but because of his well-rounded game, amazing defender, great shooter, can drive to the rack whenever he wants to. He's got all the parts of his game down. He comes up in the clutch, and he could, if Blake Griffin wasn't on his team, he could take over and average 25 in a game if he wanted to. He just doesn't want to because he's got Blake Griffin. Next up is Melo. He improved his efficiency last season. He was always a great shooter, but he wasn't an efficient shooter. He got his percentages up. He developed his post game, and also he's working on his defense. He still has more room to develop his defense, but he's improving. My next pick will be a little bit oh no, not yet. This isn't controversial. Kobe Bryant, top 5 pick, because although I don't think he's above Melo or Chris Paul like he was this year, because of his injury and because of his age, I still think he deserves the 5th spot because he played great ball before this his injury came to brought his season to a crashing end. But before that, after that, the injury will affect his play, undoubtedly, and his age as well. This one's a bit controversial. Russell Westbrook, you guys are probably saying, wait, why not Dwight Howard? Well, let's look at it. They're both rated a 90 right now. Who proved more in the season that their ratings should improve? Russell Westbrook, by far, much more efficient this season, much more productive than Dwight Howard. He definitely deserves to be higher than Dwight, and that's why I think next up should be Dwight. For the 7th spot, I believe we're at right now, because Dwight Howard, even though he had a bad season with the Lakers, I think his physical attributes, his dunking abilities, his blocking abilities, his presence in the paint, all combined together cannot be denied, and definitely deserves him to be in the top 10, and I am giving him the 8th spot. No, we are at the 7th spot right now, because all that together has to give him the 7th spot. Next up, Derrick Rose. I disagree with this. I will make a video on my opinion. This is my prediction on who will be. I will make a video on who should be. Because right here, Derrick Rose, he's been out a whole season. He cannot come back the same. But I don't think 2K will realize that. I think they'll give him like a rating of a 90 or something and above Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving should be above him because he played great basketball last season. He at least was on the floor last season. A great shooter, working on his defense. He's got nice height for the position, and he can drive to the rack. He is a very, very great and clutch shooter to have at the end of the game. James Harden, I completely disagree with, but I think 2K will make this mistake. James Harden had his 15 minutes of fame. Why? Because he was like the number 1 go-to guy on the team. I don't think he will be averaging 20 points per game when Dwight Howard's on the team. This guy, he took up all the shots, but what people don't understand was he was not efficient. He was not efficient at all. He shot a bad percentage, and don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player, but I don't think he deserves the 10th spot. I think someone else will be the 10th, should be the 10th spot, and you will see that in my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. Really helps me out. And also later on today, you will see a team-up game that I played with YMD Gento. You guys should probably know him. He's a fairly big YouTuber, and I'll be posting that game later on. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm LostNUnbound. As always, peace out.